Have you ever lost a loved one or loved ones? I'm here to tell you that you actually haven't lost anything. If you would like to know how to experience them in dreams, you're in the right place. But I'm here to tell you, you have not lost anything. Our human senses may be limited or, yeah, by what we can perceive. But if you're open to it, they are right beside you all the time. And you can not only continue that relationship, but continue it in a way that is way better than it could ever be human to human. Welcome to Soul Spy University, where your souls can run free and your minds can expand. um, I created this channel to help people have a safe place, a spa, if you will, for your soul, to help expand consciousness, to let you know what you truly are, or to say things that will invoke thoughts or questions that will lead you to who you truly are. Because why waste this temporary human existence thinking we're so limited? If you're ready for it, I'm here for you. So basically, our lives are a little grain of sand. Are these rolls? Are these little grains of sand? We think the whole world, everything you can conceive of, it's barely a little grain of sand on a beach with an ocean and a galaxy and a solar system and a universe and a multiverse and way beyond. Do you remember when Einstein said, energy cannot be created or destroyed? Only transferred. Think about it. If energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. Where does it go when we sleep? Where does it go when we quote unquote die? It exists way beyond the confining elements of our human existence. I've listened to hundreds of near death experiences where people have legally died and come back on the other side to tell about it. And I've interviewed several. And the people I've interviewed, whether on or off camera, have told me I've asked such questions that most haven't. And they think that's from my own near death experience that I don't have a lot of memory of. However, I'm here to tell you very important information. You know how when there's a disaster and some people, like say there's a car accident, and some people run from it and other people run towards it. Those are the people that are meant for the ambulance corps. No matter who was passing in my life, everybody was running from it. And that could be the person that was the meanest to me. And for some reason, I'd run towards it. And I'd end up alone in a room with them. And whether I was 11, or 6, or 15, or in my 20s, or 30s, I would just know how to guide them. Not to get them out of there, but to know, to eliminate fear no matter what. You see, the only thing that is real in this life is love. Love is who we are. Love is our souls. If you have a loved one that is passed on, they are still with you, watching you, enjoying you, experiencing your happiness, It is not confining like the human limitations we perceive. Do you want to know how to connect with them in dreams? I'm here to tell you just that. I'm at the point, after much practice and opening up to it, and literal proof that it is real, that I could speak to my loved ones that have passed, which are my parents and beyond, fluidly and instantly get an answer. Instantly. The minute I have a question, there's an answer. Before automatic writing was into my consciousness, I had that. All it takes is a little willingness. I don't feel like dreams are the starting point to proving that it is real and there with you. However, everybody's different. And if that's your starting point, so be it. So be it. So I'm going to be honest. I've been fluid with people who have passed on for a very long time. And that's how, when I used to teach classes on manifestation or have sessions with my clients, it is very effective for them or whoever I'm talking to, because it is customized for their soul at that time. However, I was not an expert at dream communication yet. All the dreams I had, even during that, have been where if I experienced my mom in a dream, I'd be so worried. How long are you here for? How long do I have? Are you going? And that's what would make her leave. It is just an energy dance. It is just law of attraction. It is not until recently that everything changed. And perhaps at a second or third or fourth or fifth step for me, but perhaps that is first or second, third or fourth or beyond step for you. So either way, I'm here to share it because I want everybody to know who they truly are and the abilities they truly have, because no one that's ever passed is not with you. The only thing that is real in this life is love. And I'm going to share that with you today. And love is eternal. Because the only thing that is eternal is real. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's how it happened for me. And then I'm going to share how it can happen for you. And you could probably figure it out from this experience. So this happened recently. As I said, I'd been fluid almost 2 decades now. All it takes is a little inquiry. I had very hard times that made me turn within, that made this happen, right? So it's almost like if you had to dig yourself out of a ditch on a constant basis, like with your whole body out of a ditch for survival, you would have impeccable arms, right? So at times when I feel as if I don't have other skills I wanted, say as a female or whatever as a human, or whatever our weird expectations are of ourselves, right? I was shown, because maybe I didn't grow up the way I wanted, right? Because everybody died or whatever. Um, I was shown your spiritual muscles are impeccable. Maybe you don't know basic things yet. Maybe you're still learning basic things, but your spiritual muscles are impeccable. Almost like someone in a wheelchair, right? Their arm muscles are probably amazing, but their leg muscles, you know, take a little working on. So, everybody's their own differently shaped puzzle piece. So basically, um, and forgive me for getting really cold because a lot of times when the angels are around and a lot of spirits are around for me to give you some messages to get you really cold. um, so basically, here's how to see your loved ones in dreams. Okay, because I was fluid talking to my loved ones who have passed, my mom, my dad, Big Bob, anyone that I wanted, pretty fluidly, whoever you want, angels. And that's what I'm here for, by the way. I am here to help people become their own mediums and to know who they truly are. So if you need help in any of that, I'm here for it. But anyway, I was fluid in that, and I'm letting you know how it happened for me. I've had dreams with my mom before, but it was mostly worrying, mostly where are you going, mostly grief. Okay. So here's what happened. I was fluid in conversation with most. However, and by the way, I'm not an illogical person. There's many times I wanted to know, is this my imagination? I went to mediums wondering, is this my imagination? And usually, if I went to mediums or a psychic, I was focused on something else because I was younger, you know, and something that I thought was important that wasn't. Okay. If that gives you any freedom wherever you're at. And, and they would hold my hand. And the first thing they would say, finally, when I off focused, would be, oh my God, you're one of us. And I remember thinking each time, I don't know, I don't care. I just want to know about this one answer, right? That I thought was so important at the time. Um, but it turns out all these communications I've had have been true. Not only from them saying it, but from life. And I've taught people how to communicate with the other side and know for a fact that it's true because of my own amazing angelic experiences where I'm like, once you realize it's true, it is the most divine light coming through a crack that will give you life for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, oh my, we are so much more than we ever thought. It is real, guys. It is real. We're not limited beings. We're not human bodies. I was so logical thinking this is imagination or something like grief or something. But guys, we all had this when we were younger. We all had this. Babies are born with it. We're born with minds that are this wide. And it's as we're older that things get shaped, beliefs get shaped. And that's what it is, you know? When I was younger, I spoke to my dad after he passed. I saw him. He told me to read the Bible. I had a Precious Moments Bible. My dad passed when I was 6, and he told me to read the Bible. And I was alone reading the Bible all the time. And I started to isolate myself, um, knowing the angels were with me, knowing my dad was with me, because I'm not alone. I'm with them. I knew this when I was younger. It wasn't until an aunt told me the wrong impression of all this, which is that I'm upsetting my mom. Not true. It's not true. My mom is very spiritual. I come to later know through very amazing, depth, vibrant experiences that I learned through the head dean of Cornell, who was her colleague for 30 years. But anyway, last thing you want to do is upset your mom. That's what limited my abilities for a long time. Everybody has something that limits their abilities, whether they remember it or not. We were all born with minds like this. Guys, we're all soulmates. We're all soul family. We're all born with minds like this. It's life that makes us think or prefer different. So for me, this whole connecting in a dream thing and not being anxious, how long you got, how long, blah, blah, that's a graduation for me. For someone else that I'm about to teach right now, this can be their first step in connecting to their loved ones. And perhaps their second or fifth is the fluid communication. But usually I know what the first step is for them. And there's very beautiful experiences that I'd love to share. Just amazing. Just amazing. You know, I thought it was my imagination for a while, but it is not. Life experience after I heard them and saw proof and more proof. I didn't compare my imagination. So it's very, very beautiful once you realize how real it is. All right, so let me get to it. So for those of you that are still here, you're real ones and you're meant to be a member of this channel because I love you. I love you now. And you're meant to be here for this guidance. So what happened was I have a fluid communication now. I've learned a trio and all that. I had a next intention due to me being a human and going through life to see angels. I want to see them. I want to see them, right? Like I could hear them, maybe not auditorily, but I get the messages and I relay them. And you know, mostly for myself to benefit myself. And in that, I benefit the collective. And if it's for a client, it's for a client. And for anyone else, but life, as we know, it can be very tricky. It can be very deceiving. You want verification after a while. When all you have are the angels or your loved one that you're talking to, they have proven to be to me the most reliable of friends, the most best of information. I love making new friends and I love their souls endlessly. But we have to accept people's limitations. We have to accept that they're humans. We have to accept that they're running on beliefs that they were taught. If you want true freeing information, you go to God, you go to the angels, right? So that's who I've turned to. But life is still as deceiving as it can be, right? We're faced with every day is physical. And I go to the angels every day. Well, you know what would feel great, which is what I teach clients, what would feel great? What would feel great? Soul-wise, what would feel great? If I saw them. If I saw the angels in front of me, you know it's legit. Now I feel like I have friends that are always there, right? Which you really do feel when you have that fluid communication, you know it's real. You really do. You really do. But if I had to wish for something else, why not be? Why not? Why not have it be that way? Right? I'm letting you know this for a reason. This is how it happened for me. Okay. And I will guide it to whatever way is first step or third or second or whatever is best for you. Because I want people to open up to all this amazing. divine divinity, right? Okay. So I was like, I want to see them. I've wanted to see them for years. And, I had to release the need to see them. They helped me with that. It still felt good if I did. And that's what'll bring things. So why not? If it feels good to you, set out that intention like a fishing rod. Remember, don't need it. If you feel like you need anything, go to God. He will release you and free you of that need, right? Just like the angels did for me. But if it feels good, let it happen. That's what this life is. Let it be juicy. It's okay. But no, you don't need it, but it feels good. Like icing on a cupcake, right? I happen to work in metaphors. This icing on a cupcake for me, if we're going to go deep, it's at a beach at night. Like, let's go deep. The point is, you are the cupcake. You don't need something for your hunger. You are the substantial thing for your hunger. And you are the icing. The divinity is the icing. Um, Proof would be the sprinkles. Don't anything you think you need is a sprinkle, extra sprinkles, because just know that everything you ever want and need is actually inside of you. So that's number one. That's number one. Once you get to that, it will just feel good to have extra, maybe confetti sprinkles on top of it. You get what I'm saying? Now it would just feel good. You're not needing the cups. You're not needing the icing. You don't need the sprinkles. You don't need extra froyo. That's my thing. Maybe it's ice cream for somebody else. You don't need these things. It's all there. Everything's there in you. Okay. Now this is important. I'm telling you because there's a difference between the energy of a need of something and the energy of it would feel great to have that extra thing, whether it be nuts or confetti sprinkles or whatever it is, right? So think of what would feel great. Maybe it's Snickers pieces. I don't know. Make it that. Know that you are everything you need. Know that you have access to angels or whatever you need anytime. And if not, I am here for it. I've been a manifestation coach for over 20 years. I continue to study my craft. Trust me, I am, according to my clients, the best out there. I'm not trying to be the best. I just want to help people. Okay, that's why I'm still here after plenty of near-death experiences and everybody else dying around me. Okay, that's why I'm still here. But here's what's up. I want to employ people to become their own mediums, their own everything. So here's what's up. Dreams, right? Once you release the need of something, it happens. This happens with everything. And I'm not going to give away too many secrets because I know your time's limited. So we'll do another video about this, but it's literally it. So let's talk about dreams. You want dreams. You want your loved ones in dreams. You don't need it, but it would feel great if you feel great about it, right? So what I wanted was to see angels, right? I could hear them. Maybe it's not auditory. I don't know. All I know is I get messages like that. Okay. I don't know. Is it auditory? Visually, I'll see a spark. If sometimes I'll see a spark. Blue, white, whatever. But I just this for a while. So I just kept putting it out and finally released the need of it and kept feeling, wouldn't it be great if wouldn't it be great? All right, here's what happened. I'll tell you right now. put it out there. A dream I never had before, in a way I never had before. So my mom, she passed when I was 11. I'm now 39. And I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I'm going to give you the details that matter. So, she was driving me to the doctor, and that felt good. I'm telling you, everything you feel matters. It's either telling you to heal something or telling you something. Okay. So it felt good. I haven't been driven by her since I was 11 or younger. Oh, thank God someone's got it. Thank God someone's got it that I trust. And I felt so good with her. This wasn't, how long are you going to be here? Okay. By the way, I put it out there. I want to see them. I want to see the angels. I want to see my mom. Here it is. Listen carefully. This wasn't how long are you going to be here? Because I've had dreams with her before, and I was too worried how long you're going to be here. And I was too focused on the grief. And with that, it disappears. And that's with life too. That is law of attraction. Even people that have crossover will say it. So I guess I got to a level of this. And that's what I'm trying to share with you. You here for you. So she was driving me. I'm like, oh, thank God I'm taken care of. We get to a doctor's office. Long, like a tall opal essence counter. And white opalescent. And I can get into a lot of detail about the layout, who was there and who wasn't. But here's what I knew. I was with my mom's grace and love, and everybody else knew it. Everybody else saw it. It's been so long since I felt that, since I felt the grace and love of my mom. There was not one thought in me, which was, how long are you going to be here? How long do I have? And that is huge. I'm telling you guys, the more you work on yourself, you think it doesn't add up. It does. Because this was huge for me to just feel relief that she was there from here on out in my life. Because it's true. This is what I teach people from my soul, from my heart every day. And just because I teach people from my soul, from my heart every day, and it greatly benefits them, doesn't mean I don't need to teach myself that. I am a messenger. So this is huge for me. Not only do I see her, she had shoulder length hair that were blonde. I'm getting to some really amazing details in a second, but she had these eyes that are being noticed. I remember them being green. And she painted me when I was younger with blonde hair, green eyes. And I didn't care about that when I was younger. But she was unique to me. And even though it's 72 in here and now, according to this thermostat, I'm freezing. And the reason I'm freezing is because there's so many angels around me. There are angels around you right now. These are called angel bumps. Trust me, I live in Charleston. I'm okay. But this can happen when you get deeply spiritual, and it's okay. So basically, like she had these eyes, everybody noticed in the dream. And everybody was like amazed, not only by her eyes, but her energy, graceful. And I just knew, in a way, it's the first time I experienced her as a human adult. I just was so proud of her in a spiritual way. Like, yeah, like, of course, I know. Like, but not, it was nothing about me. It was just total love for her. Yeah, that's what I've been looking up to, even for 20 years, without knowing her. But I know her. I know her. Eventually, somebody took me in who had shorter blonde hair that was curly. My mom's is straight and shoulder length. This one was curly and highlighted, and she was wearing blue. Now, my mom was wearing white, and it was loose, but it fit her so perfect. This woman was wearing like a royal blue, short sleeve kind of scrubs, and she was very sweet, very kind. Everybody was, which was nice and a relief. Like, it wasn't a relief enough to have my mom and have her drive me, for the first time since I was 10 and all this. I mean, oh, you don't know how much it affects you till this. And trust me, she wasn't the mommiest mom. I give you examples, many examples that affect me. But just having just having a mom, and she happened to be an extraordinary human being to me that I still look up to, that I still feels with me, and who shows me she's with me all the time. So they take me back, and imagine like they lay you down kind of like an MRI machine or something, and they're trying to test how far your neck can go at 3:33 a.m. Just so you know, here in Charleston. So which I was guided to. So the most I can compare this to is I watch a lot of chiropractic videos because I intuitively help my partner or whoever. And they did this on a little baby once. I'm going to put the heat up because it's so freezing. And they didn't chiropractor the baby. I was expecting that, but it was, testing, kind of little massage and testing how far the neck can go or not. I was just curious about it. And they didn't really, I don't remember them massaging me in this dream. I just remember them saying, oh, can you move to the right or move to the left? And that's it. And it was very easy. And I just was relaxed and did whatever they told me. And basically, when she was walking me back out, the same woman with the curly hair that was shorter and it was blonde, highlighted, she said, she also mentioned my mom's eyes. This is nothing new to me, even though I only knew my mom for 11 years and I'm now 39. This is nothing new to me. Something felt familiar to me about, like, not only are they attracted to my mom's energy, but there's something about her that makes her very stand out and unique to other people, but like in good ways. Like, she was very modest. She was very like caring and everything. All right, I'm so cold. It is literally like just like so spiritual in here. Okay. Point being, she said, she had to have gotten, in a nice way, she said she had to have gotten something done to get her eyes that color, like to get that lime green. And it wasn't, it wasn't just lime green. It was like iridescent levels of green. It's like lines. It was greens that I've never seen here. It's kind of like 3D colors that I've never seen here. Um, she had to have gotten something done, right? And that's typical for maybe female. Um, that is just trying to share information with another female, like what was that, or that's what would have happened. And so I was open minded because I also saw through the eyes of clarity and love. So maybe I've graduated to be with her on that level. I don't know. But I thought with an open mind, and I went inside and reached up and I got all this access to information, which was immediate, like normal. And I was, no, I got it. I have it. And I explained to her, no, and here's where it is. No, it's from her giving spirit. It's from when she was on earth, and this is part of her spirit. Just that's how it happened on earth, is from it's part of her soul and spirit. She taught Sunday school, and she made a homemade big stuffed animal out of corduroy and wool. She called it woolly lamb for the kids. She loved kids. She loved children. And her eyes are that green because she's giving from her love, her soul. As I say this, chimes are going off. And she is that. She is that. She is all of those colors and more. They're from her eyes. Her eyes are beaming out her soul, and her soul is made of her giving nature. Her that when she gives her love, when she is love, that is her true soul and nature, and she's her happy. Her eyes are those iridescent levels and shades of green that we can't see on earth because of what she's because of what her soul is. And I said this very calmly in the dream, very surely. And that is true for all of us. The person I was speaking to in the dream had blue eyes, and I saw the beauty in that. Everybody is uniquely them, you know. Without this lighting, my eyes would be green. But whether your eyes are green or hazel, or some people have said mine have been purple at times, it depends, you know, whatever your eyes are at a soul level, it's what you're made of. Point being this, afterwards, so my dreams again. um, I I came out after, I guess, setting that woman straight, which I would never want to say. Those are total wrong words. But she understood. I just said the truth. And we were all in a good understanding. I saw my mom with her messy wallet out paying, which was such a relief. I hadn't had it. I hadn't felt taken care of since I was 11 or before. God, what a relief. That bill was like $1,300, $1,500. And it wasn't paid in a way that was like, you owe me or this is a burden. This was just automatic, like, of course, like out of love. Like there wasn't even an of course, it was just an energy. And this, I know this sounds crazy, but if you were in my shoes, in my position, if you knew the relief I felt that I hadn't felt since I was 11, it was beyond healing. Just layers of levels of healing. It's not about the money. It's just about, oh my God, you know, like finally, like the energy of just like, someone's got me and I don't feel like a burden and I don't feel like I owe somebody something. And it just feels good. She I remember her driving me after that, and I just knew for the rest of my life she was with me. And the beauty of this is that for the rest of your life, whoever you're about to lose or think you're going to lose is with you, no matter what. It's just us being open to it. Some people consider me a psychic or medium. I would never wear that title. What I love to do is employ others to become their own psychics or mediums. The point of me saying this is that a lot of people consider me that. And yet, even though I have fluid conversation at this point, it still took me however many years to have a dream where I felt good and relief from it. And that could take you like this. Don't put limitations on yourself. Everybody's different. Some people are clairsentient. Some people are clairvoyant. Some people are clear, whatever their gift is. Some people are going to see angels and not hear them, right? Some people do both. It's whatever your intention is and open up to. The point is that I was fluid in conversation. I couldn't see them yet. And I've had dreams prior because I put that intention out where she showed me a dream. See, do you see? You saw me. This is how it would be, right? And I'm not saying she looked weird at all. It was just that it showed me something. Maybe I wasn't ready, right? This was different. I kept putting out that intention. I kept going within. I kept working on myself. Why do I need it? Always release the need of what you think you want, and it will come to you. Because for once, I had a dream. And if you know my theories on dreams, or if you want to know, check out my deja vu video. That if it hasn't come out yet, it will, because it connects. Dream, okay. Where for once I wasn't worried about how long do we have and when are you leaving and all these human things, right? Because I knew the reality. I trained my brain and my soul enough. Your soul knows, but your brain enough to align with your soul to know what the truth is. Okay. All it took, here's the key, all it took was an intention. I had an intention for years. Please, please, I just want to see her. I just want to see her. And I just want to know I'm sane if I see her. I want to be able to see angels and I want to see them and I want to know I'm sane. Well, it was a dream. I know I'm sane. And it was a dream where I could enjoy her. And it was very healing. And it had a lot of messages. So this could be your first step. This could be your fifth. I don't know where you're at. Work with me if you want. But know that all I did and all you have to do is throw a fishing rod out there of intention. You don't have to know where it's going to land. You don't have to know anything. Just know what you want, know what will feel good, and throw it out there. And if you really want, ask God and the angels and your loved ones and open to their response. What would they say? What are they saying to you? Go from there. It's never a roadblock. It's always a step. Okay. So also, prayer supersedes everything. So I've listened to many NDEs, interviewed several, listened to hundreds. Through this, what I've realized is prayer will supersede everything because everything divine and holy will supersede anything. Every prayer, no matter how small or how big you think it is, it's listened to. Urgency, listen to it first. And from the heart, always listen to. Everything's always listened to, but heart's huge. And if it's for somebody else, very listened to. It's from the heart. But either way, if it's from the right place, all prayers get listened to, no matter what. But especially if it's from the right place. Trust me, you will get a delivery. Think of it as spiritual Amazon. but way better. And if you forgot what Amazon is by now until I just said it, this video is in a lot for you. Anyway, listen, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I just wanted to share with you that yes, you can connect to your loved ones and dreams. If it feels like you're worried about time or that they're going away or any sort of grief, that's not to worry. It's natural. There's a million other steps you could take prior to that or after that, and it will enhance what's truly there. Because any fear is from ego. What is real is love. So they're right by you. I don't want to creep you out, but they're right by you. You are never alone. They're not perceiving things in the way that you think. Know that if you feel love and peace, that is real. If you feel scared or self conscious or anything like that, it is ego. Okay. And that is temporary and it doesn't need to be at all. So just know that true love, which is everybody, is eternal and your loved ones are still with you. And if you want to open up to them, it is amazing. You will continue that relationship in a way that is so far beyond what you thought is possible because it's beyond human, that's for sure. So they're wiser, they're always there, they're not judging you. I mean, this is better than a pet. I mean, it is beyond amazing. People wrote books about it, really. It's just amazing. And it's very common these days. So despite whatever anyone or whatever's making you think, follow your heart, follow your guidance, and I'm here for you. Either way, I love you. And if you're still here, oh my God. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please like to support me at all, share to really help me survive here, and subscribe so that you can find me again. Otherwise, you'll never find what is apparently meant for you if you're still here. And I am here for many services. Please check out the description box. And if you want to just give back real quick, just to feel like good, I'm just so grateful you're here. Trust me. But for me to know that someone somewhere is listening fills my soul to the fullest. So that is huge. And you will always feel that when you watch over the other side, how good you made someone feel. But either way, I'm just glad you're watching. I'm so glad you got anything from it. There is a donation link in the description box, and that's what I was referring to before, but don't worry about it. I mean, it would fill my soul up a lot and I would be amazingly touched, and it would be huge impact on the collective because I feel like whenever I heal myself, it helps the collective, just like you. But either way, thank you so much for being here, and find me on Instagram at Soul Spy University. And I hope this did something for you today. And sorry to take up so much more of your time. I just am hoping this helps someone